Now it's time for the Golden Blues, where the N stands for news, with your anchors, Casey and Zynasia. Events at the P with Jordan and Janiyah. And your sports with Calvin and Nasir. The Golden Blues starts right now.
Good morning, Phoebus High School. Welcome to the Golden Blues, where we deliver your daily fandom news. I'm Casey Walker. Today is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025, and it is a Gold Day. Thanks for tuning in with us. Up first for today. Today is Earth Day. Earth Day is celebrated to raise awareness about the importance of protecting the Earth's environment and to encourage people to take action to address environmental issues. This year's theme for 2025 is Our Power, Our Planet, with a focus on the importance of renewable energy and encourages people to unite behind efforts to triple the generation of clean electricity by 2030. What is your plan after high school? Are you going to be enlisted, enrolled, or employed? The Phoebus counselors want to know so they can brag about you and your accomplishments. If you are receiving scholarships, applications, offers, and or financial award letters, please share by sending copies, taking pictures, or scanning the information to your school counselor. And now it's time to see what's happening at the P.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party.
What's up, Phantom Nation? I'm Janiyah, and here's what's happening at the P. Ever wanted to be a paid actor? How about have your own internet movie database, film credits? Now, for one of our Hampton City schools and Next Generation Storytellers summer films, and went up to $400 depending on the role. Auditions must be submitted by Sunday, April 27th, no exceptions. To audition, you must be available all the days for rehearsal and filming. Pay for the name parts is noted for each role at the bottom. You can audition for as many roles as you choose, but each student will only be able to act in one movie. Well, that's it for events at the P. Now back to KC.
Thank you, Janiyah, for those upcoming events. Now, Phantoms, it's time for your lunch of the day. For today's lunch, we're having cheesy chicken mac, Domino's pizza, turkey club sandwich, protein bento box, yogurt pack, steamed corn, and baby carrots. For tomorrow's breakfast, we're having breakfast grilled cheese sandwich, honey Cheerios, Trix cereal bar kit, yogurt, and emoji grams. As always, don't forget to grab your fruit and milk at both breakfast and lunch. Remember to clean up after yourselves and throw all trash away in the trash cans throughout the cafeteria. Also, unless you receive permission from your teacher, lunch is only to be eaten in the cafeteria. Now it's time for our sports report with Calvin and Nasir.
Good morning, Nazir.
Good morning, Calvin.
What's good, Phantoms?
Welcome back to your one and only sports news. Now let's run this. Of course, we got quite a few sports to talk about today, Phantoms, so let's get into it. First off, girls and boys tennis games versus Bethel at 3:30. Girls are playing here and boys are playing at Bethel.
That's right. And following that, we have girls and boys varsity soccer tonight versus Hampton. Girls at 4:30 and boys at 5:30, with both games taking place at Darling. And finally, we have JV baseball and varsity softball versus Hampton at Phoebus at 4:30 p.m.
And let's give a shout out to one of our well-known athletes, which is one of our football athletes named Troy. Troy is a man of leadership. With his critical thinking skills and strengths, he has the ability to push the Phantom football team into their 5th-time state championship ring. You wanted a shout out? Well, you got one. If you see him in the halls of Phoebus, then give him your props. And of course, don't forget to grab fresh fruit and healthy snacks to boost energy when doing practice. And of course, drink plenty of water.
Well, Phantoms, we hope you enjoyed the sports news segment and have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe to the Phoebus Academy TV on YouTube. And as we always say,
now back to the news desk.
Thank you, Calvin and Nasir, for your time and information. Now, Phantoms, it's time for your words of wisdom with our wonderful principal, Mr. Coakley.
Good morning, fans. This is Mr. Coakley with your words of wisdom. Every day we pause to listen to a few words of wisdom. Why do you think wisdom is important? Isn't gaining knowledge enough? Somebody wise once said, knowledge without wisdom is a house without doors. In other words, without wisdom, all the knowledge in the world may not be very useful. That's why there are brilliant people who once had great opportunities sitting in prison. They didn't have the wisdom they needed to make the right choices. They foolishly threw away their education and their lives. The Japanese say it this way, knowledge without wisdom is a load of books on a fool's back. Today, remember this, when common sense advice is offered, whether it comes from a parent, grandparent, teacher, pay attention and wise up. Otherwise, you may be building a house without a door. With something to think about, this is Mr. Coakley. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Students, a few daily reminders. Your cell phones and headphones need to be put away. We noticed yesterday that there was a lot of students out with cell phones and headphones. Also, if there happens to be an altercation here at Phoebus High School, which we know those are far and few between, if you run towards that altercation, you are going to get a discipline consequence if we see you on camera. Phantoms, as always, our purpose is greatness every day and every way. We expect you to show your greatness through your words and actions throughout the school day. Greatness is in every single one of you, and you deserve the education you receive. As always, make today better than yesterday for yourself and others. Have a terrific Tuesday, Phantoms.
Thank you, Mr. Coakley, for ending us with wise words and daily reminders. Well, that's it for today's show. Thank you for tuning in, and have a terrific Tuesday, Phantoms. Check back in tomorrow, same place, same time, right here on Phoebus Academy TV for more Golden Blues, where the N stands for news.